Everyone struggles with difficult emotions throughout their life, but when should you see a therapist? Today, I'm joined with my mom, Sherlyn Fish, who is also a licensed marriage and family therapist, to help answer this question.
Thank you so much for having me on your channel today, Matt. I am so excited. This is a very, very important topic. When should somebody come to a therapist? So we're going to talk about functional impairment. I think it's very important to remember that everyone has natural ebbs and flows, like your mood will go up and down. But as clinicians, we like to look at if it's causing impairment. So functional impairment in a major life area. So is it impairing your home environment, your work environment, or your social environment? Distress and disrupting the flow in any of those major life areas.
To explain functional impairment, we're going to be using the example of agoraphobia. Agoraphobia is the fear of leaving your home because you're unsure if it's safe outside. So for example, going to the grocery store, unless it's COVID, we all remember those days, trying to get toilet paper. But usually, typically going to the grocery store is a low stress environment. But for somebody who struggles with agoraphobia, it would be significantly distressful for them. So they wouldn't be able to go out to the grocery store.
Looking at agoraphobia and your social environment, if you can't go to birthday parties or to weddings or to social events, you could see how that could cause impairment. You're not going to be able to maintain those friendships or social relationships if you just can't get out the door to be with those people.
Additional areas that agoraphobia can impact are work and school. So if you couldn't leave your home and you had to physically be present at work and school, you see how this would impact your employment. You might lose your job. It can also impact your education if you couldn't physically be present at school. And also financially, if you couldn't maintain your job.
So talking about functional impairment, so those are some of the broader categories that we look at. But I do think it's important to remind people that, we're humans. And everyone has different ups and downs. And so there's normal ebb and flows in your mood. And so you may have a low mood someday, and it may not mean that you need therapy. So we're looking for functional impairment. So for another example might be depression. So if somebody is, has a low mood, that might be just, a bad day. But if your impairment or your depression is causing you to not be able to get out of bed, not to be able to take a shower or go to work, or do typical life functions, in those broader categories that we talked about, that would be functional impairment. And that would be definitely something that a therapist could help you with.
No, absolutely. Also, I just wanted to emphasize, it doesn't have to be all of these areas, but just at least one of them. Usually diagnoses have multiple areas, but for us to see a therapist, we just need one. But generally and typically, there's more than one. For mental health resources, please look in the description below or contact your primary care physician. As always, if you guys liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you didn't, send it to somebody you don't like and waste their time too. Thank you guys for watching.